Hey, it's Scott Smith, and I wanted to send you a little information about the updates here on the Patreon page. It's been over a year since we've been doing this, and I'm over 30% to where I originally planned to be. I didn't know this was going to be that popular. So I wanted to send you a little love note, let you know where I'm at, what I do, and what's going on, and what's changed. I am an artist, I am a healer, I am a witch, I am a writer. All of those are in my personal practice. They are what I offer out of my home and in spaces that I travel to, and they're also what I include in the Patreon page. Um, so let's dive into that. When I first started out the Patreon page, it was a way to generate a little bit of income as I moved away from working on people and body work and more towards the writing aspect of things. Kind of an up level aspect of what I was doing. Over the year, and as it has grown and more people got involved, I got feedback. We started to work together. You came to classes. You joined different levels. The offerings changed. And I think that that's a really great organic way of growth for what's there. Because I started out with a culture of like, this is what I want to do. And you jumped in and helped to transform that. In what ways? In ways that you participate. So at just the supporter level, you get to sort of really grok on the ideas that I'm playing with, that's intersecting me, that I'm adding to the experience of a week or a month. You get to see what sort of classes are coming up and you get first dibs on those things. At the explorer level, we have a lot of people there, and I love you and thank you. We have weekly readings. These are oracular, intuitive, and psychic investments into the now, what's happening culturally, politically, magically, and the timing and tides and the changing of the seasons and the movements of the stars, but in a digestible framing format, meaning giving you a perspective to sit in, to take a look at things that is from the perspective of a healer, that is from the perspective of a person that practices magic, to engage the week that's around you. Those are fun because we include tarot cards and oracle decks that I sometimes receive from clients or from people around the world who say, hey, check this out, and they send them to us, and so we play with those in those readings. They intersect or are designed to intersect any other oracular information that you're looking at, your astrologer, your whatever. I find that they are usually compatible. We have praxis and advocate levels of things, and those have changed, and they're new. We started out with advocates, which was basically the writing support level of things. We got interest in meditation from one of our subscribers, which generated interest in others, and I created a praxis level of things. So I'm writing a book, right? I said I was a writer, and that's where the Patreon started. The praxis level of things is where we are practicing those meditations that are in the writing, right? We're practicing the method. We're getting good at it, right? I think that we are getting good at it. And drawing on that feedback, I'm using that for the book itself. The advocate level, you get all that. You get the mention, and now we started dropping esoteric meditations in there. Those are a little bit more advanced, but they're transmissions as well. So you don't necessarily need to be advanced. You need to stay awake. But they're sort of like jump in, put on your seatbelt, and be conscious as we get led through these meditative journeys and have your experience. And that's where we're at with those. I also created a level there at the Patreon page, which was called Devotion, and that was a way for people who wanted to support the Patreon and wanted to have treatments could still see me. So I have a limited number of those, and they have evolved over the time. So those includes pieces from my own practice, body work, Reiki and energy work, magical practices, and readings. So I look at that one as a really good sell, honestly. Like, you want to get a massage once a month, you want to get a reading occasionally, you want to try an energy practice, for $50 a month, you get that every month. It's a great investment in you. The class level of things, there's a great description there. That's a new one. We already have one person there, one person at the devotional level above who are in that learning phase. And that's basically a level that includes all before and allows for you to also have a tailored learning cycle for your direction in exchange for your support. And the final level, which is the patron level of things, and that is named specifically in that classic way, a patron of the arts. You're being a patron to me here at the Patreon and really supporting me in a way, in an extraordinary way. It's a great investment to me. That allows for you to have a session every month, and a session is a combination of all that has been previously mentioned in a 90-minute segment for you once a month. That can be via Zoom, so it's a recorded session that includes distance healings, or it can be in person at my place. It allows for you to receive magical items. It allows for you to see all of the meditations. It allows for you to see the weekly readings. It allows for you to participate at all levels. I've added in there at that level a change is if you have a project or you have something that you're working on that's within my field of expertise. So consulting on a job that you may be working on, or a piece that is writing, or a piece that might be blessing your home, or any of those things, that the patron level allows for that too. And I do a sort of lot of tech support at that level too, so we get to talk, or we get to be more in a shared magical environment with each other. So you could see I started out with a plan to write and do a little extra on the side. I'm almost done with that first book. We're looking towards advancing a lot of the Reiki practices that I have through a magical lens, sort of expanding on them, developing nuance from when I first learned them, or how I have taught them over the years, to create new volumes of work to add towards the library of Reiki books for people to use as practice. We have some great spirit guide stuff that is a little bit down the line from that, and more coming through. It's going to be an exciting rest of the year, and into 2020. We already have some official classes coming up. We have some seasonal events coming up. We have some Reiki shares coming up. We have lots that is happening. And this is all thanks to the people who support me on the Patreon, and to the people in the area. So I want to say thank you. I want to say things are different. I want to say things are changing, and I want to give you, if you're looking in, if you're peering in for the first time, what it is that I'm doing. I'm offering you, right? I'm offering you insight. I'm offering you readings. I'm offering you the opportunity for self-care. I'm offering you the opportunity for guidance and learning, all here in Los Angeles or anywhere in the world on Patreon. I appreciate your support, and thank you so much for tuning in. My Patreon page is patreon.com/Scott K. Smith, SCOTT, Smith, SMITH. The S, K, and S are capitalized. I hope you are well, and see you soon. Bye-bye.